Are you still waiting for your refund? If so, check this out. Hi, I'm Steph. Welcome to the channel. And to find your refund, you can do a couple of things. So you can either Google it, go to Google and type in "where's my refund," or you could go to the IRS site, irs.gov, and then go to the right of the page and you'll see "where's my refund." So you can check it two ways they have here. You can sign in to the account. Now, you can only sign into the account if you were able to set up the online account prior to filing your tax return. But if you didn't have an account, you would just go to the Use Refund Tracker. And when you click the Use Refund Tracker, it brings you to this screen. So on the screen, you have a refund status, and you can check your refund by entering your information on this screen. This screen is after you file that tax return. You cannot go to this screen prior to filing your tax return because then there will be no refund on file for you. After you file your tax return and you're waiting for your refund, you come to this screen. They want social security number, so you'll put in your social security number or your I-10 number, and the I-10 stands for Individual Taxpayer Identification Number. And the IRS will give this number to those individuals who might not be able to obtain a social security number. This allows people to use that I-10 number in order to file their taxes on the income that they have gotten within the US while they were here. So after you would enter those numbers in, you would go to your tax year, and they want you to select 2025, 2024, or 2023. These tax years can still be e-filed. Anything prior to that, because we're in year 2026, anything prior to that, you cannot e-file it. You have to go in to file the return manually, and then you would sign it, and then you will print it out. This 2023, 2024, you can e-file it, but you have to go to a tax professional who has the software and is able to e-file it for you. If you were filing 2023 and 2024 taxes, you cannot e-file them yourself. What you would do is, if you were using a software like TurboTax, TaxAct, any of those softwares, you would finish filing that return, print it out, sign it, and then send the return to the appropriate tax agencies. For federal, it's the same across all 50 states. It's the federal tax agency, which is the IRS, to send those tax returns off. For the state, you would then take whatever state return that you have filed, you would separately take that return and file it to the tax agency that corresponds with the state that you are filing that tax return in. A lot of times, if they do their taxes by themselves, they're not aware that when they file their return, it comprises of the federal tax return as well as the state tax return. And when they do it themselves, they print out the tax return and then they just mail it into the IRS site or whichever address is deemed for the federal taxes to be mailed to. But you have to separate the return. So you would have the federal tax return, which goes to the federal agency, which is, I believe, the IRS. And then any state that you have residency in that you are filing that tax return, you would take out the state from that whole tax document. And then you would send the state off to the state tax agency that corresponds with the state residency that you're in. Make sure you file those tax returns. It is very, very important. And then also make sure when you send it, if you go to the post office or whatever, FedEx, whatever it is, make sure you get a receipt, certified mail or whatever delivery service that you choose. Make sure you get a receipt so that, God forbid, if anything happens where they're like, oh, we don't have your return. When did you mail it? You can just show them the proof of delivery receipt and allow them to know how to navigate in trying to track down your return. So next, they want you to select your filing status. which is shown on your return. So the filing status would be that section on your 1040, which I'm going to bring up right now. The section in the middle where it says filing status, it has your different filing statuses here, which is your single, married filing joint, married filing separate, head of household, and qualifying spouse. If you're unsure of these filing statuses, I did a previous video. I'll put a link in the description below that would give you a little bit of detail on what the different tax filing statuses are and give you a little bit more clarity on which each one entails. And then the next section would be refund amount. Take your tax return, scroll down to the refund part, get that amount, and then that amount you would put into this refund section. Hit submit. And then the IRS will give you a message saying that it is processing or giving you the time that it takes in order for you to expect your refund. If this video has helped you, please like and subscribe and hit the notification button. And as always, you're keeping incredible service simple with Steph. Thanks for watching. Also, this is part 1 of this series. The next part of Where's My Refund series will be part 2, and that is Why Is My Refund Delayed, which will be posted in about a week or so. Thanks for watching. Be blessed.